This presentation is about the decision tree. It is an alternative pathway to creating underdog strategy. Hello, I'm Laure Paquette, and I'm a professor of political science at Lakehead University. I teach underdog strategy. That means, what do you do to get what you want when you have no power and no money? We now move to step 1, analyzing the environment. For the first step in analyzing the environment, you need to make a list of what is in this environment for your strategy. This will include people, time, money, information, things no one controls, policies, laws, traditions, actions, and events. If in doubt, put it on this list. We now move to step 2, using the decision tree. This is what the decision tree looks like. You start by asking of one of the items on the list the first question in the green bubble and going from there. To use the decision tree, you take each element from your list and go through the decision tree, listing at the end each element in the correct column of the watch list. We can now move to step 3, building the watch list. We can now move to step 4, actions so far. List all of the actors identified in the columns, and then list all of the actions for each of those actors in chronological order on this actions so far table. We can now turn to an example of the decision tree in use. As an example, we will use the student whose project was to get recycling in 4 fast food outlets. He had 4 weeks to do so. He researched waste management versus recycling. He wrote a 1-page memo showing the savings. He prepared a hard copy. He tried to get an appointment with the owner. The owner refused. The student got his father, who golfed with the owner, to ask him. The owner refused the father, but told his manager to meet with the student. The student met with the manager of the 4 restaurants. The student brought a hard copy and an electronic copy of the memo to the meeting. The student left his memo and his flash drive with the manager. The manager decided to recycle. The manager hired a recycling company. The manager brought the savings of recycling to the attention of other managers at a regional meeting. Each element is analyzed using the decision tree. And here's a completed watch list for our example. Listed here are the actions taken so far by each of the actors. This presentation is about the decision tree. It is an alternative pathway to creating underdog strategy.